Okay, for this lesson, it's going to be a real quick one. Today, or for this lesson, what we're going to do is we are going to brainstorm for our first brainstorming list in our notebooks. So what you're going to do is we have these notes in our Writer's Notebook section. Okay, so behind the Writer's Notebook tab in our classroom binder, we took notes on claim. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip past this page. So we're gonna turn this page that's got the claim on it, claim notes on it, and we are going to write on this page. Now remember, what our first rule is in the way that we live in our notebooks is that we are making sure that we are writing with a pen, okay, not a pencil. And one of our other rules was that we need to make sure that we include the date and a title for our notebook entry. So what we're going to do is in the top right hand corner, we're going to put today's date, 29/17, and we need a title for our entry. And the title for our entry today is going to be People. P-E-O-P-L-E. And now you can write that in any kind of font or whatever that you like, just as long as the title says People. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I want you to pause the video, and I want you to brainstorm a list of people who are special to you and close to you. Now, this list can include people who are related to you, but if that person is related to you, I would love it if you didn't just make a list of people like my aunt or my grandma. What I would like for you to do is to name those people. So, if you have your aunt on your list, what I'd like you to do is to put that person's name here. So I'm going to put names next to these. Okay? Now, your list can be as long as you want it to be. It can fill up your entire page. You can make your list across the page like this. You can make it around in a random order, however you want to do it, as long as you make a list of the people in your life who are special to you. These people could be alive, they could be deceased, they could be related to you, they could be your friends, they could be people who you know through church or school or Cub Scouts or 4-H or dance classes or karate classes. However you know these people, I just want you to make a list, take about 5 minutes, and make a list of people who are important to you. So go ahead and pause the video and make that list. Okay, so what you notice now is that I have added to my list of people. I've got a pretty healthy list of people that are special to me on my list. So what I'm going to do next is, when you look down through your list of people, you will instantly think of some stories that you could tell about these particular people. For example, I have a story about Pop-Tarts that has to do with Adam. So what I want you to do with your list is I want you to just make a little note out to the side. I'm going to draw a little arrow out to the side of this one, and I'm going to put Pop-Tarts. So, because I've got a story about Adam and Pop-Tarts. It's pretty funny. Okay? So you're going to do that for each one of your people on your list. So, not each one. I'm sorry, I misspoke. What you're going to do is go down through your list and find the people that you have some good stories off the top of your head that you could tell if I said, okay, today we're going to tell some stories about some of the special people in our life. Go. So here's another example. For my Quincy, I have a story about Bennett Springs that has to do with Quincy. And I'm going to write Bennett Springs out next to that so that I can remember that I've got a pretty good story that has to do with Quincy and Bennett Springs. Penelope, I've got a story about dancing, and I also have a story about cough drops that have to do with Penelope. So go down through your list and pick out those people that you have good stories about, And make notes to yourself about the story that that person reminds you of, okay? So that when we start to tell some stories, you can instantly go back to this list and think, oh yeah, I remember that story, and you can write about it, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. You've just got all these ideas already there on your page. And that's our first brainstorm.